If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle and Dub Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah.
Well, as you can see, folks, we're not alone. Yes, don't be alarmed, folks. Yes, you really see a Viking, a Jaffo, and a Mizzle, all in one comfortable location on the couch. So, yes, this is a very, very special edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Hello, Mr. Jones.
And we have...
Hello, SG.
Howard Cosell played Professor X.
Something like that along those lines, yes. Yes. Thank you, SG. Thank you very much.
Viking like that one.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, man.
No, I'm not gone.
What happened?
Anybody who watches this show knows that
I haven't even exposed
Somebody
myself.
said hi, Professor X.
Damn.
That was SG saying hello, Professor X, as I've now become Charles. I've now become Charles Charlie Batch Howard Cosell Xavier. What's that, Scotty?
You look more like Puerto Rican X to me.
I'm sorry. Hey, see, you know what?
If that means I can have a Puerto Rican wife, I am all for it.
Look, as long as you're okay with being stabbed.
I apologize if that sticks.
Like, as long as you're okay with restraining orders and being stabbed every 6 months, like the arroz con pollo is working.
Thank you, SG. We appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Debo, is that how you feel? Is that how you feel, Debo?
They look
Oh,
like
man.
a 90s R&B group. I'm with it.
Apparently, that is how he feels. No, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen,
I'll take it. The money was getting back there. Hey, I get the.
They still get their residuals, damn it.
Hey, they still trying to bring new kids on the block back, so I'll take it.
no, they're not coming back. They be in concerts with the damn Backstreet Boys. They go on tour together.
Here it is.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC
Getting
never
paid.
left. They just took a break.
Hey, but Backstreet Boys and NSYNC are both my karaoke go-to.
There we go. But no,
Singing Jack Edge, I'm taking
we have been wanting him to come on this show for a very long time, and finally, because Job sent him there, we finally got the Viking Scott McCorkle here on the mill.
YouTube will flag the fuck out.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
We're not trying to get banned, Scotty.
That's a different, different situation.
Oopsies.
Tell us how you really feel, Tell us how you really feel, SG. My goodness.
Wait, who was that?
I'm sorry.
What was his fake name?
Who is that? Oh wait.
He is one of our newest subscribers who is a very big fan of the show.
I like that guy.
Hey,
He
okay.
is a dominant. He knows.
All right.
He
Damn.
is boasting his.
Well, first of all, pics or it didn't happen. I need something to jerk off to later. Wait, can I say that? We're in the first 10 minutes. Can I say that?
Asking you shall receive.
Right?
Like that will happen.
Well,
If you tell them where to send it,
Well, see, the trick is you send it on soft first, then on chubby second. You never go. You gotta leave it great.
Cause I'm just telling you right. I'm telling you right now. Just prepare your stomach to be hurting because there'll be nothing but laughters on this show. Let me tell you right now.
I've been drinking a little bit.
I don't think.
hey, this show is going to be different. It's some sports will be said, but this is more like Dub said, an open forum. So,
Oh, we're supposed to talk about sports?
well,
well,
slightly.
Oh.
I mean,
Slightly.
that's the
Oh,
gist of the show.
Well, in my life, a 3-pointer is spitting in a butt from the counter.
oh, there it is. Special.
That's the half court.
Oh, babe. Oh,
That's
boy.
your Curry special from half court. That's
Thank you, sir. Once I realized it was time to let it go, I let it go, and as you can see, I let it go. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
I am jealous of
Bless
the
you.
bald head.
Dub.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Dub's head's always cleanly shaved.
Dub is what we rub for good luck. That is.
Oh, you have not heard. Wait, if you watch this show, you already know about the turtle wax story, right?
Oh, hold on. Wait.
They know. Yes, there
Wait.
there is a turtle. There is a turtle wax story about why he calls me turtle wax. Yes, there is.
Go ahead and explain that.
Well, first off, Cuz just wants to say again, F them Panthers. He just wants to say one more time, F them Panthers.
100%.
Dub, can I take a guess? What happened? It involves your head and turtle wax. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, some way, you decided to rub turtle wax on your head.
No. So here's how the story of turtle wax came about. Now, obviously,
Wow, did that hit a chord? Oh my god! Please tell the story because I said something. And I think
that was funny. That was just,
so for those that are in the age range of myself and Mizzle, you have to be a fan of the 1990 original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. So
Those are funny.
there's a particular
Every time I see Raphael getting jumped.
Now, there's a particular scene when Casey Jones is giving April O'Neil a massage, right? So Michelangelo comes in, walking by, and he sees the bottle of turtle wax, and he starts laughing. Now, fast forward to now, every time I come back home, or just one particular day, our little big brother, as me and Mizzle like to call him, just out of nowhere just starts saying, "Don't let me bust out the bottle of turtle wax and rub your head on it." And ever since then, when the asshole that is sitting in the middle and little big brother want to start clowning me, they call me turtle wax. And thus, that is how the story of turtle wax came into being with my shiny ass bald head.
yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Do you do anything with your head to make it that shiny?
Well, it looks like he's been rubbing Astroglide on it for 2
I
hours.
was going to say, either the lighting is perfect or you do something to your head.
JP, truthfully, and this is the God honest truth, the only thing I do is I get Edge Pro Gel, put it on my head, get a razor, shave it off. That's it. Now for a minute there, I was using some Nivea head balm, and then I just stopped using it. But mainly, it's
Huh.
yes, HEADBALE.
Feeling. Hey, have you guys ever?
Whoa, hold on. SG, are you really serious? Are you really serious about that?
I would love for someone to kick me. Oh, okay. So I think so he's kind of
Okay, if you're ready to jack off, like we can just take this into a private chat.
This is a different.
I mean, wait, my bad. All right. Hey, look, I'm not gay, but $20. Whatever.
What is that?
Okay. Now that I'll go for. I will go for that all day, twice on Sunday. Cuz which one? Which one of the three are you talking about? Which one of the three, cuz? You tell me.
Vertical lips or horizontal?
He must be.
SG.
Oh, must be.
Because ain't nobody over here that way.
I'm not that
Yeah.
drunk or even. Really.
Okay. Apparently, he loves to receive pain. Okay.
You know
All
what?
right.
You know, this is
the show is taking a different,
a real strong left.
See,
What's going on, Zelly? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, yo!
It was either
Big Zelly was
or
good.
Vikings starts it. It was gonna happen.
He is not drunk. Okay, he's not drunk. All right.
No, well,
All right.
some people are gluttons for pain. That's fine.
Yes, cuz.
Fuck
Yes,
my
cuz
life.
we are. So before we really get into it, please subscribe to Creative Brothers Production if you want to do video editing, photos, videography, whatever you want to do. Please go follow get with Creative Brothers Production. So I would if I was on the computer. I'm on my phone, so I don't get cut off by my McDonald's Wi-Fi, as JP likes to talk shit about. Okay. So he loves boo. He loves booze, and he loves beer, and he loves getting effed up. Okay, now we know the truth comes out. Appreciate you, cuz.
I don't think he meant to put the up on the end of that. But
okay,
the only way it makes sense. Just yep, you did. No check mark.
So, anywho,
but Scotty digresses.
About A7, I haven't heard some things. I wasn't on the other side of the ball podcast to defend my brothers in arms. Here we go. So what the fuck am I hearing about everybody's picking sick with it against the Insomniac? What happened?
No. There were okay. First off, there were no predictions about who's going to win.
I haven't been on.
I mean, basically, it was more brother being brother talking about how Vegas has a free ride to the championship, and I said, look, the schedule is what the schedule is. You can only play what you can only play what your schedule is.
Look, I understand that the Chaos got cheated, but the Chaos never had a shot to beat the Insomniacs or Sick with it. They didn't have a shot. They had a shot against the Force, yeah. And they are a victim of only being able to play their opponents that are put in front of them. I understand that plight. But I just want this Sick versus Insomniac game.
Oh, Zelly, no, Zelly.
My phone
was Zelly, no. Damn it.
Oh,
that's good.
That hurts. That hurts, Zelly. That hurt. That's sad to see. Man.
Well, when the X-rays come back, it's gonna show you got that dog in you.
But go ahead. But go ahead, Scotty. Continue your point.
Yes. Yeah. No, because I've been getting a lot of text messages from a lot of people about how all of a sudden after a one win swing in this series, all of a sudden it's just all Sick with it all the way. And I'm wondering what happened because I wasn't on the show. I was working, and some shit happened.
Well, we had Matt Rand on the show. We had Big Romp on the show.
Dandy, when the bias was for my team, but now that it's switched to somebody else, I'm going to start bitching about it. So get ready for the hypocrisy and all the irony and all that shit to come to fruition. I'm here for it. I'm not turning away from it or denying it. I'm going to embrace it full on. But what the fuck? Come on, guys.
Well, first.
No faith in fourth and
No.
No faith in Mr. Wilkerson.
This is the question. This is the question that I said, and this is the question I said, and I will stand by this question. Yes, Sick with It is a very well structured organization.
They're very
I love Coach Mark. I love his players. I'm a huge fan of what they do. And yes, them winning on May the 5th was huge. But as Munchie said, with the money on the line, can they do it again when it counts, when there's money on the line? And if they do, I'll be the first to tip my cap to them. But as I've been saying all night long, or all season long, to quote Richard Morgan Fleer, to be the man, you have to beat the man. And now they have to do it again, but this time when the stakes are on the line, because not only are you playing for a conference title, this is to go to New Jersey and to go play for the championship. So again,
no matter who wins, I am going to be their absolute biggest cheerleader.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no, it wouldn't matter to me if it was for some freak reason, if it was OTT that came out of it all. Like, I'd have been their biggest cheerleader too. To me, it's still Vegas versus everybody, but I just don't like the fact that I got to see so many messages about why is everybody counting the Insomniacs out. I think that's wild.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, like brother always wants to throw a shot at me. I'm like, you do realize
he sucks for what they did to Tampa. Ooh. We gonna talk about that shit.
I actually kind of want to talk about this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
because I think that's wild. I think it's wild. No, because they never would have played that motherfucking game if New Jersey wouldn't have made their flight. If Huff didn't make a flight, they're not fucking playing. They're not playing. They're not doing it. It's not gonna fucking happen. You know what I mean? Like if 8 starters from BIC don't make the flight, they're not playing. They're not. They're not.
They played with short rosters before.
Not because of a missed fucking flight. Not because of not.
This is a playoff game.
This is a playoff game where other things have been adjusted to make it good for the East Coast again. You know what I mean? Like Chaos shouldn't have been knocked out. No, because let's talk about this too. Because anybody that knows anything about combat sports and knows anything about fighting or has fought before, the man from the Chaos was walking up to start some shit. He wanted to throw a punch, and that was his intention. But he got slept before he ever got the chance to get that punch off. And as soon as it landed, both his hands went out and he went to sleep. That was not a punch thrown. I sat there and watched a bunch of dudes I will not respect because they watched their homeboys get beat up. They watched their homeboys get beat up, and I would rather sit out for 20 fucking years and never play for this league again. But I'm whooping anybody that touched one of my homeboys. I promise you that. But they sat there and watched their homeboys get beat up so they could play, and y'all still fucked them. You still fucked them.
No, nothing's wrong with him, SG. He's just talking about the four of us.
There's a lot wrong with me. It started when my uncle touched my dick when I was 8.
No, hold on, Scotty. No, I'm explaining to one of our fans what's going on. The four of us cover a no padded, no helmet tackle football league, and there was some controversy that had happened, and we're talking about it. And Scotty, as you can see, is very, very passionate about this league that we do. He's actually one of my broadcast partners when we do the games out here in the Vegas division. So that's what he was.
This isn't the A7 show, and I've been working for like 3 weeks, so I haven't been able to get this off.
We
my
are
desk.
part of the A7, Scotty. So you're right. You get
like it's irritating because I wanted to see the Chaos play and get their rocks off against a better team. I really did.
Well, again, they would.
I would have rather it have been a West Coast team, but I wanted to see them get their rocks off and really play. I thought that would have been a great game but also I think they should have got a shot.
If you were the heist, would you have taken the shot?
They got dog walked. It didn't matter.
I mean, whether it matters.
I would have taken it.
Here's the thing. If
the whole not wanting to send them because they were scared that the Baltimore guys were going to show up and fight him again. That was an excuse, bro. The excuses I was given for not look. This is something that came from above, right? Where they told me that they had to take into consideration player safety, and they thought that maybe because New Jersey's close to Baltimore, that it could have posed an issue, and like let's just say it got to jawing, that they would have been quicker to jump on them.
There are certain things like, and I'm gonna really sound like I'm protecting the league, and in a way, I kind of am because I like everybody wants to see this league grow.
Yes.
But with all of the shit that we can't act like this is just a recent thing that's happened. This has been happening. Big Rob was even on our show and said one of the things that he hopes doesn't happen this season is fucking fights. And, shit.
We made it so far in the season. So far.
We're doing every type of precaution we could. So everything that went into that situation, the league, the only thing they can do, because if they did one thing, the other side was going to be pissed.
Yes.
If they did another thing, the other side. Doesn't matter what happened. Doesn't matter who said anything or what happened, because at the end of the day, and I got film from every fucking angle.
I got 12 angles. I got film from a crackhead in the States.
And I understand Watchmen, coming into and doing it. I understand that, and then I understand that I'm looking at this. Keno's hitting somebody with a trash can. Like, okay, that's going to incite more shit going on. That's good. You have a lot of things going on in this situation, and you got fans coming out on the field to get in on the action. Yeah. There was no security. There wasn't enough security to be able to keep them off the fucking field.
Because Baltimore has concrete in their
we're
hands
hearing,
too. Because they was out there putting people to sleep.
because from what we were hearing, they had no security there.
None.
They had, I think, one security guard, but that was on the field. So on Ohio Division, they need to do a better job of being able to have security so they can keep, at least if there is a brawl on the field and people in the stands want to get into it, to keep them. You get
separate.
2 on the field, 2 in the stands. You get 4 security guards, that solves your problem right there.
Shit
There's
is
crowd
expensive
control.
though too. Security is expensive.
But you know what else is expensive? Losing all the fucking sponsors that's going to go into continuation of what you guys got.
And what's crazy is we were promised a whole bunch. Like, now, granted, I've been gone for 3 weeks, so take this with a grain of salt. We were told, wait till all the information comes out. Wait till all the information. They Epstein client list us.
They probably got the same information we did.
Yeah, no, but they kept saying, reserve your judgment for all the information to come out. But everybody's had all the information.
They did. Everything did, because
they still haven't addressed it.
But the league has already addressed it in what they did, in the actions they took. They said, you know what, we're not going to deal with this. Both of them, because of, again, things that were said on the field, because we're not going to act like chaos wasn't fucking chirping the whole time. We're not going to act like that wasn't happening. The dude basically got off the counter punch. Yes. Defending himself. That's technically the first one that hit, even though. So we're not going to sit here and act like each side wasn't hit.
If there was people spitting.
So, but you have the situation with the league. They handled it the best they could because they gave Ohio the chance. They gave the Heist the chance to, hey, come over here and take this.
And I don't like that point, but it's a very valid point.
But
I don't like it.
But here's the thing. Even though they didn't take it, I don't like the fact that they got players and coaches pushing the narrative that, it's a bias. They chose an East Coast team.
Because Ohio still was? Okay.
If they
that's a good point.
And you said no, then put that narrative out there. Don't hop on the shit narrative that it's a bias, it's a conspiracy, it's all that other shit. Even though we know damn well you got offered it first, and you didn't want to take the trip because you wanted solidarity with the chaos. You could have played for the chaos. You put their jerseys on if you fucking wanted to. I don't care. Do that kind of solidarity. At least
that would have been hard. That would have been. Hey, look, that would have been hard. If they would have showed, if the Heist would have showed up in the chaos. Look, I probably would have stopped talking shit on the Ohio division.
Just
for real, I would have.
And if Ohio,
I'm not gonna stop talking shit.
If Ohio would have came in and proved something, then they would have had something to talk about. They're Ohio versus everybody. It's
because even if they would have went out there and got blown out, at least they showed up and scrapped.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. But here's what we're not talking about. Here's what we're not talking about, because at the end of the day, if the chaos was given the win per se, you just had you would have to go. You would have to go play a team.
Oh, it's a no contest.
They called it no contest.
You would if.
That's
if they were given situation. If they were given the win, they would have had to end up playing a BIC team that just put up 80 points.
But also a BIC team that also gave up 60?
68. Yes. 68 points. Yes.
Been able to put up 68?
But could the Chaos, who's used to scoring fucking 60 or 80?
Maybe, the way the BIC defense was playing.
But BIC probably could have scored 120 on Chaos.
I mean, let's also be real on that. It would have broken the record in one way or another.
Because one of the best D linemen is still dealing with the ACL injury. I can't say your last name. The other ginger cat, Robert Lee. Meningi or something. I don't know. Meningi the ginger.
Now let's go back to let's jump back into the whole Nightcrawlers situation. If they have, let me finish. If they have their whole squad, how different is that game against the Patterson U?
Well, I heard Big Rob, and I thought he was going to give a little bit more into it, to be honest. And I'm not like saying this like as a knock, or I love Big Rob. Like I try to talk to him as much as like the dude is fucking knowledgeable about this whole league. Like you
He's not
can't.
gonna, he doesn't make an emotional call. On something.
Exactly. But when it comes down to this, so the conference championship games are when? The date for those?
7-7.
July 7th.
Let's play devil's advocate here. Could there have been a possibility that because of what happened, the league could have afforded to postpone that for this weekend, given the time that they have till the conference championship game?
There was enough time. They could have postponed
There-
it a week. They could have
That
played
is
Or instead of
that
Saturday,
is
instead of
that
Saturday,
is a very good point, JP. That is a very good point. That is
or
a very
instead
damn good point.
of Saturday, play it on Sunday. Like give them the time to get there and then play the game on Sunday.
And yeah, it would have cost money.
I mean,
But I think that honestly, like, if you take it at that point, if you take it to the division and like,
but
let's just say no, because I'm gonna put Nevada division like in, for example, right? Let's just say, and let's take my bias out of it. Let's just say Sick With It had a travel game.
Mhm.
Half their team didn't make it.
Mhm.
And it cost the league $4,000 to postpone the game a day. And they said, if you come up with $2,000, we'll match it. So that we can split it, right? You know what I mean? Like, let's just say that, because that would be fair.
That sounds fair. Yes.
Sick With It, and they would have the money. But if they didn't,
Derek would
the
allow that to
league,
happen.
but even if Derek didn't have the money, the league as players would come up with that money.
Well, no, that's
You know what I mean? So, like, I don't think, like, if they really wanted the game to happen and they wanted it to happen at full strength, there's a bunch of different options that could have been come up with, solutions that weren't even explored, and it was just like,
well, I mean, it
the
could have
best
been
one,
explored,
because the
but
best one for
there's
Patterson is the quick snap decision. Fuck it, play the game. And Patterson, let's be honest,
I have
Patterson
a
should have been
hard-
traveling. They were the lower seed.
I have a hard time.
Tampa shouldn't even have been traveling. In the very beginning, they shouldn't have traveled. And I don't think if it's flopped and half of Patterson's team couldn't land in Florida because of weather,
I think they still would have played. I think they still would have played.
not based on the track record the league has.
I mean, I don't know. I think.
But see, here's
And
here's
you
here's
are
what I
the
don't understand.
you're very non-biased because you just love the league.
I try to.
Oh, I love the league.
Yeah,
But
and
there's-
I love the
there-
league.
there's
I like
certain
what
shit that you just got.
Vince, I have a very specific beef with the front office of the league, and it has nothing to do with the 3-on-1 podcast or any of the broadcasts or anything like that. It's specifically with the office because I take issue with every single decision they've made. Okay. And I don't have I don't dislike them or I don't have a personal issue with them on any other level other than I think the decisions aren't fully thought out in a completely removed manner in which management should be made. I just don't think that that's the way it's being run. And it's unfortunate because we get looked at a certain type of way because Derek has the money and he's willing to throw the money at certain shit. So we get looked at a certain way when actually you look at the decisions that are being made. None of them are ever being made in the
But some of them, how much are some of the decisions on the league and how much of them are decisions on the divisions on which these are happening? Because we know Nevada division, regardless if it's the Insomniacs, the Sick With It, OTT, the Fours, fucking Pit Bosses, the Gold, it doesn't matter who it is that comes out. If they have to travel somewhere, he is going to make sure that they fucking get there.
Sure.
The division owners everywhere else, and Derek has said this.
Well, here's
not wrong in this.
But it should be
if everybody else can be able to get their travel plans together, nothing would be a problem.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think New Jersey / Baltimore has a division owner like we do here in Nevada. Florida doesn't have a division owner like we do here in Nevada. I don't even know if Ohio has a division owner like we do here in Nevada. There's your problem, right?
I thought we had the Florida division guy on the podcast.
No, you
division manager. I'm talking about division owner.
He was Chris, not Derek.
Yeah, there's no Derek. That's what said it on Derek.
Derek is willing to put his.
In other words, they have a whole lot of Knox. They have a whole lot of Knoxes, no Dereks.
That makes sense.
That's exactly.
I never said I was right. I just got an opinion. Motherfucker's wrong most of the time.
That's fine. But then you also got to realize that are there going to be some biases for certain decisions, especially when the other teams are, kind of involved in how the league is getting run? Because again, we're talking about the innovators, the ones who brought this whole thing.
And we are very thankful for it. This shit is dope.
So
this shit is dope. It's amazing.
I saw it live, so I know.
You got to hear it. You got to hear one of the most violent games that there is.
This game is something that I think everybody can get very entertained by.
Yes, it is.
But there are again,
you have to see it in person.
But that's not to say there isn't going to be flaws along the way. And instead of everybody getting on social media going, "Oh, it's all a conspiracy, fucking sucks," blah blah blah, putting that shit out there on social media for everybody to see, instead of kind of either going behind the scenes or when you're posting going like a little bit more of let's figure out a solution on how we can make sure this shit doesn't happen again. And then talk to each other, conference call, whatever the fuck it has to be between whoever was involved with whatever shit. So to have all that so that the league can be able to kind of learn from the fucking mistakes. And then when you have all that shit out there, when you have the players doing it, the coaches doing it, the owners doing it, when you have everybody doing it, do you think anybody else is going to want to put their money into this? They're not going to see a future in that. There's self-destruction in that behavior.
Yeah.
So why would you want to put long-term money into something that you can visually see on all fronts? There certain places are making certain decisions for how things are run.
Right.
And when shit happens, either players can't get control or the coach, whatever it may be, if you can't get that shit, bring everybody together and be like, look, y'all like this league? Yeah, you like coming, you like playing, you like the history, you like all that. Okay, y'all need to fucking straighten the fuck up. We need to be professional.
Oh wait, no, you're asking people to be grown-ups and adults.
Yes, fucking adults. Be fucking adults.
Have you ever tried to ask for $5 from these adults for ref fees? For ref fees? $5 from grown-ups. Have you ever asked 25 adults to show up somewhere on time? Bro, I agree with everything you're saying.
Pop Warner kids can do it. Why can't grown adults do it? If they're that serious about the league, if they're that serious about what we're trying to grow with this whole thing.
But if the shit came with free baby mamas, the motherfuckers would show up on time in thirds. I got pissed. I was bad. God damn, if this shit came with the child support fucking payment, motherfuckers would be here in droves. God damn. If this shit, hey, you know what? Start handing out fucking automatic unpaid parking tickets and warrants with the sign up. These motherfuckers will show up without fail. God damn.
You know what? There's only one thing to put up here, folks. That's it.
Yeah, that's the Vikings, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, there's solutions to every problem, people. You're either going to bitch and complain, and we don't come up with anything.
So let me ask. So let me ask this question real quick. Do you feel as if there needs to be an actual unbiased commissioner that has his own committee when it comes to rulings like this? Because this is not the first time we've had controversy, be it with the team or be it with the player. Could that be something that could be possibly suggest to where there perhaps is no bias being shown to one region per se? Could that be something the league can look at as a whole to probably help enhance the league and perhaps lead to prosperity?
Where do you even start with that though? Like how do you not have, because you got to think it's kind of like factions. Everybody's proud of what they've got going, and it's a battle between these factions on who's the best, who's going to reign another year as champion, who's going to be able to take the bragging rights. There's pride in this. There's passion in this. Yet there are moments when that gets lost and it doesn't become competition anymore. It becomes a fucking fight. And then things get out of hand. It happened in Vegas when they were talking about sponsors getting pulled. And now they had to change fields and stuff like that because of something else that players were trying to actually de-escalate. There wasn't even
players fight. There wasn't even players fighting. There were players that
regardless of what the situation was, the sponsor doesn't care.
Yep.
The situation happened. The players were involved.
Yep.
Things got out of hand. We're not going to deal with it anymore. The school went like, no, we're not going to have this happening on school campuses. That's just, sorry, that's not, regardless of, oh, but I did this, but it doesn't matter who did what. The fact is, you couldn't fucking control yourself enough to be able to have a peaceful game without somebody losing their goddamn mind.
Or hold your composure, and if you were still mad, do it after the game.
But do it after the game, like, what do you mean? Like, in what
Like,
way?
if you have whatever the issue was that caused you to have that altercation during the game, address it after the game. Be more
like, talk about it.
Super Mario Brothers, Smash Brothers,
Or I would say, like, be more professional.
play pickleball.
If you still have that animosity after the game, have that issue after the game, but don't do it during the game. To where
Some of that shit though ain't that. It's not that serious.
It really isn't. It really isn't. It's not.
It's not that serious, and then other players take it to a whole different level that it really doesn't need to be about.
Whole extra level.
Like why do we need to get personal? Why do we need to get other people involved? Why do we do? This is about fucking us playing a game of football.
It was crazy. I talk about the same stuff I talk about like right now while I'm playing. I like to talk about like the nasty stuff I'm into.
Well, you like to get into people's heads that way. Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
They don't want
to.
They don't want to block you after a certain.
After they hear certain things, yeah, they might catch something.
Thank God they got gloves.
STDs are scared of me.
that's the strategy.
Yeah.
It's a strategy.
Yeah, STDs are scared of running into me.
All right.
But I mean,
Real quickly.
that people can get there. There's going to be people get upset about it. Oh, well, what about this? What about that? Well, fuck, what about that? Be the example.
Okay, so what are it's BIC and the U?
Yep.
Yes.
That game's gonna be nice. But I honestly, like, after you watch those two games, do you think it's gonna be that close?
Well,
Yeah.
it all depends. It all depends on the health of Huff.
BIC's defense shows up? Or do you think it's at this like around the same score as a Silk City?
No,
game?
it's not the same as Silk City because Silk
Patterson
City.
U's defense is way better than.
But Silk
on
City came out of fucking nowhere. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody was taking them that seriously,
Agreed.
and that's why they
Agreed.
fucking
Bro,
popped
that-
off.
Number
And
5.
just, Ghost is ridiculous.
Kwani Morgan is a boy.
Bro, that dude is
that man was playing hard.
David
He showed
Tender.
up.
David Tender. Look, if they can keep that core together and grow,
Just
the
build a defense.
animals are going to be the defense too. Yes, but if they need the offensive
No,
line.
they need to be able to set an edge. They got to be able to contain.
You know,
They
because-
have to
It
be able to
definitely
contest.
gives City a little more time to throw the ball.
But when you look at the Patterson U and the BIC, you got to remember these two teams have battled each other for years.
Copy that. It's
This
the
is-
same thing with
this has
Sick and
been-
the Insomniacs.
This has been
These are two
something-
teams that know each other so well on both of these games, where it's just like, meh.
I don't think.
But the differences between the BIC and the U is they're not mirror images of each other. The Insomniacs and Sick, think about personnel wise,
Mhm.
the way they line up. Munchie DP,
Ooh.
Scooter Gary, Sayal Mack. You know what I mean? Go down the line.
Yeah.
Leonard Walker,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like go through everybody. Dion, Danya.
Yeah.
You ain't missed.
You know what I mean? Like think about this. Then we got the safeties, Packer
Yes.
and Shepard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tacklers.
So,
They aren't. You know what I mean? Like
because of all that, that's why I'm saying, like, do they have
Reeves.
the ability?
Reeves and Joe Jackson.
Like, do they have the ability to put up 80 fucking points? Sure, of course they do. But because the teams know each other so much and they know how each other plays, you know, I'm thinking. I know people have questions, but I don't think there's any doubt in the world that Huff doesn't play.
No.
If Huff doesn't play, I will be so surprised. There's no way Huff is not on the fucking field
That's why I say
against the
it,
BIC.
it depends on how Huff. If Huff
He'll split time with Moon, but there's no way he doesn't play this game.
Who is not a drop off though?
No, not at all.
He's not a drop off.
Not at all.
He's not Huff.
But there's a different style.
Definitely.
It's a different style.
But they can still rotate to his style of play.
They
still
have
maintain their
six-
offense.
Basically, with each guy,
a little
they have
bit.
four
It's
different
not
players.
Huff though. It's not Huff. It's not Huff.
Also, there's a way to incorporate both of them.
They've perfected that.
Nobody's perfected it.
I'm
Like Tampa.
Well,
Lugo and Bagway.
logo.
Logo and Bagway is.
100%.
But that could be if they played it that way, where it's just like that back and forth game, and they just make you make a decision. And
I don't know if
catch you
each
fucking up.
team gets to 50 though. I don't think it gets that out of him.
So you're leading into the question I was going to ask. Is it going to be a defensive battle, or is it just going to be the offenses and whoever makes that one stop makes the game?
A defensive battle to what point? To the point of it's like a bend don't break. They're going to give up some points, but at the end, there's that moment of being able to shut it down, or is complete shutdown.
Who makes the stop that's needed to win the game? Per se,
I mean, probably like through history, it's back and forth. When one wins, the other one wins. The other one wins. The other. It's back and forth. It's always been that way. In the championship a few years ago, it was the same thing. You know, so you don't know with these two teams. These two teams are so good and they know each other so well. They're gonna get theirs.
yeah.
Patterson runs that pull.
No,
So the way their linemen pull is beautiful.
Yeah, the
It's-
way
it's
they run
beautiful.
everything, the way that
They
whole
run
organization
they run a counter trap almost as well as Vegas runs its own. Nobody runs a zone like Vegas runs a zone. Because nobody else's linemen can move like ours, like downfield. We got Mac and
and you have
Sayal and Jay and
personnel
fucking,
and everything.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like their linemen might be a little bigger, like heavier. They might be a little heavier. Bro, Patterson,
they're heavier, but they can move.
they can move.
The-
but the same as Sayal,
have you
Sayal?
seen you know who Dave Valley is?
Which one is that?
You know,
Talking about
okay.
Bossman?
See, no, see, the
Big
fact,
Boss Man.
no,
Big Boss
BIC.
Man, he's good, but
like
he also
Dave-
hems the way he hems people up. We would get called for holding out here.
So is that on? Is that
Because
on the
it's-
league
it's-
on how?
It's not the
what
same
what
because
refs
the
are
way
calling
he's
what?
blocking, the way so
He's
the
putting
way
people
A7
on their ass. That's
what
he's
he's doing is he's grabbing outside of the shoulders and
No,
dumping
no.
people.
No,
I've been watching him play.
He's-
Yes, he is.
he's in here all the
Only on
time.
the little guys. Only on the little guys.
No, on
I've
defensive
been
linemen,
watching
too.
him play. So the reason I watch him is because there's a difference because a lot of people cry for holding, and it's not because we don't have shoulder pads to engage with. Linemen are allowed to engage the jersey, so they're allowed to grab your jersey and pull you to the ground and push you down holding your jersey. That's allowed. So people try to call like Boss Man and Kenny and Sal for holding and stuff like that, but it's not truly holding if you look at our rules. If they grab outside of your arms, that's holding. Like if they grab outside of your shoulders, that's holding. And if you try to disengage and they pull you back in, those are the only two cases for holding in our league.
Yeah.
And I feel like through watching, Patterson runs over people. BIC holds people up and drives them downfield. There's a different style of blocking there. And there's more, it's more technical on BIC's side and more power on Patterson U's side. But I think BIC on the defensive side of the ball has the power to try and deal with that all game long. Okay. But it's just who can be more durable in the trenches, I think, for that particular game.
Yeah.
Because they block differently, but well. Like they're both really good. Yeah. They both just block differently. And it's almost kind of blocking scheme.
So what will be the biggest X factor in this game between the Brothers in Christ and the U?
Durability.
Well, durability, but I think it kind of goes without saying you can't let Ashanti Worthy get loose at all. You can't give him
the longer he has the ball.
It's a problem. It's a problem because he has the ability to set up blocks that not a lot of people have in this league. The way he shifts and everybody's seen his highlight film. We know who Hollywood is. That's not like we all know he's everybody's GOAT right now. When they have a Hall of Fame,
all of the he's going to settles the engine course. The thing you care about is the job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight.
Sorry about that.
No,
I was trying to pull up
Dang.
No, I was trying to pull up an article and a damn video wants to play. But continue your point.
But then you have Sterry, who I've heard people go like, "Oh, he's trying to be a pocket passer." It's like, no, he's situational. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. There's certain times
he's gonna take what you give him.
But he's also strategic in the way going, all right, I'm not going to be able to beat this team with my legs as much as I would maybe want to. So I'm going to have to make it happen through the air.
Right.
And he has the weapons to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So he can't, and he has the offensive lineman to be able to kind of sit in the pocket for maybe a second or two extra to be able to observe downfield against everybody in the Northeast. Right. That's why I'm saying this matchup, if it becomes either the sick-witted or the Insomniacs, whoever it is, whether it's the U or the BIC,
I can't wait.
That's going to be we're talking about the matchups that we've been wanting to see.
Yes.
I love Florida the way they play, but we've been wanting to see the whole talk
it's been about there's nothing else.
Taking on the new school.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
West Coast versus East Coast, created it, shit.
The ones who created it, and the ones who just won the championship.
Hey, but I don't want to hear nobody talking shit about how Derek be paying for us to get a smooth trip to the playoffs because they done literally washed the Chaos and Tampa out the playoffs. They washed them out. I know. It's just a funny thing to say.
No, but you can't really say that he's setting it up as an easy path because
that's what everybody. I've never seen any proof to it, but everybody says that.
It's not so much as it's like we understand that the Insomniacs are better than OTT, than the Gold, than the Force, than Pit Bosses. We know that they're better.
It's not our fault that LA never showed up.
It's never. It's not close. We understand that. So we understand that's a class of their own. That's why everybody looks at it as an easy path because they don't see any obstacles in the way of the Insomniacs other than the sick because they beat them last time.
I've been telling y'all, man. I've been saying this shit for a long time. Sick with it was building the foundation for something that's gonna last a long time, not something that's gonna strike they have. I think they found their shit, and unless they find an all-star, do you realize what you would have to do to come on that squad and take a spot? Bro, that's a tall fucking task. Like you talk about trying to walk, man, not possible. Like you would have
now.
What position do they even have a spot ready to take? Maybe like I could. I'm just gonna make somebody mad. But like maybe honestly, like what's crazy is the weak spots for both of the team are like at this very moment are at D-line. And it was two of the strong suits of these very same teams last season. Think about every other position. They are better than they were last year.
The talk has always been that Vegas doesn't have good defense.
But now but Silk City and BIC trade 60 burgers at 80 burgers and 60 burgers. They're not disputing that. They're saying the same thing. It's wild.
They're saying the same thing, that their defense needs to actually step up.
So now we're actually going to see. That now there's no more, like, this is the beautiful, regardless of all the bullshit that has happened to you, like in these playoffs, because this year was relatively fairly drama-free.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It was shit talking, but it was major drama free.
It was competitive shit
talking. Just competitive shit talking back and forth, banter mostly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But now that we've had some actual bullshit in the playoffs, we are still gonna finally see what we wanted. We're getting what we wanted.
I mean, people can tell, oh, it's fixed. It's like,
it doesn't matter.
Did you really want to see anybody else?
No.
Did you?
No.
So then why are we arguing?
We really shouldn't be. We really shouldn't be, because honestly, we're getting what we want.
It's just something that
because let's be honest, we're gonna get BIC versus either Siglet or some years.
And like people gotta.
And I like the U. I don't count them out, but
I mean, if BIC versus the Insomniacs is obviously everybody's dream match. Wet
that's
dream.
What the pick. Yeah,
that's what.
But nobody would be disappointed with the U versus Sig.
No.
Fireworks
or the
BIC
versus the Insomniacs,
or the U versus Insomniacs. Any of them is saucy.
Sig versus BIC. It could, like, either way, you're getting the division that started it all versus the relatively new division that's coming up and trying to take that crown.
Which is
again, trying to go back to back,
because they wear that motherfucker well. They play ball. Like, and that's the one thing is I will say that we've never said they suck. We never said they soft. Nobody ever said anything that it was a walkthrough or anything like that. Well, all we've ever done is defend ourselves, and we're the bad guys.
Now, before we get back to the subject that is A7, real quickly. So, it only lasted a month, and now Alexander Usyk announced on his Instagram on Tuesday that he is vacating the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World, and now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But now there's more. So now the fight. So wait, there's more. So now the fight on September 21st between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois will now be for the vacated IBF Heavyweight Championship. And JP's gonna go. JP's gonna go take a walk.
Wow.
Between who and who?
Anthony Joshua.
And
Anthony,
who?
Daniel Dubois. DUBIOS. No, Daniel Dubois.
Man, wash my ass with that fight. Daniel Bidet. Fuck that.
Yeah. No. Wow. I didn't know that fast.
You might as well just give it to Wilder for wearing the crown to the fight.
Wow. Now, are they forcing Usyk to...
Just give it to Jake Paul. Fuck it. It's fucking clown shit. Oh, fuck.
You know what? I'm just gonna put it back. I'm just gonna put it back up.
That's where I dropped the line.
He said, "I draw the line at that bullshit."
So
That's
the
very
fight
true.
will.
Yeah.
Jake Paul
Logan
should
Paul.
not be in this conversation.
So-
They're just
So
fucking
You know
Joshua.
what? Just give it to Nate Diaz. Let everybody.
I would
fight
take that over fucking Jake Paul.
him. Absolutely.
Give it to Ngannou. I don't care.
Max
Just
Holloway deserves it.
fuck it. I just keep it out of fucking Jake Paul. The people who call it hater all they want. No, that fucking dude.
So now that means we only had a undisputed heavyweight championship or champion for 1 month.
Right.
So now Anthony Joshua, who lost both times to Usyk, which if he would have beaten Usyk, we would have gotten Joshua and Fury to unify the world title. But now instead, Joshua gets another chance to be a world champion. So when Fury and Usyk meet again in December, it will not be for all 4 belts.
That's pathetic, man. I can't stand what boxing does.
Boxing sucks.
For what? What was the reason behind it?
I don't know, about the same reason that fucking Canelo keeps ducking Benavidez.
Don't get me started on that. Don't.
Favorite fighter?
No. Passion. This is what we need. Yes.
Oh,
I'll stop you when you lie. Go ahead.
man, fuck, he's
Right,
being a hoe.
he will never say a lie.
Man, look, that skinny fat Mexican that beat the shit out of Canelo. Hey, it's something scary about a skinny fat Mexican. Them motherfucking cardio be on point. Them chins don't quit. God damn, that Aztec.
A skinny fat Mexican. Well, so what would you consider Gabriel Ruiz when he beat Joshua? Would that be a fat Mexican?
Man,
That's a big boy. That's
Yeah.
going to be
That's
all
what
right.
I was about to say.
Yes. That is the Gordo. Yes, it is. But mainly because the IBF had a mandatory, and because Fury put his rematch clause in, it was either do that or give up the belt. So Usyk gave up the IBF belt. So it was damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I can't stand the rules of boxing with the green.
I don't even get it anymore.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So now,
the man earned those belts, and we're stripping him.
I mean, it's still technically in the record books that he was an undisputed champion. They can't take that away.
Correct. You're right. You are absolutely right.
Opportunity to defend his belts, though. That's
Like he earned that shit. And you're just,
I'm out here. I got a 30-minute drive back to the hotel.
ugh.
I love y'all. I love you guys. I'm out of here. I gotta go to work. Love you, Dubs.
All right, Divine.
Hey, guys.
Love you too, buddy.
Absolutely.
Safe travels, sir.
Absolutely. Love you guys.
love you too, brother.
All right, that was the Vikings. Scott McCorkle bracing us with his presence on the Mizzle and Dub Show. He is. And on that note, the Viking heads up, but I'm joined by, of course, my co-host Mizzle, and of course, frequent guest and family member of the program of the All Pro Joffos, which, by the way, please go subscribe to the Pruneda Brothers production YouTube channel and support the All Pro Joffos, the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan, and also the PBP podcast. And don't forget the PBP broadcast with JP and his brother. Subscribe to that. And, of course, we promise you, fans, we will have another edition of the Ring Psychology Podcast 2.0. It is coming soon because there is some stuff going on in the world of professional wrestling. It's going to be fun, but please subscribe to the Pruneda Brothers production channel on YouTube. And like I said, the All Pro Joffos will come up with an episode on this upcoming Friday. JP, actually, do you have any guests for the show this upcoming Friday?
I was just talking to Kay, and we're trying because the Tigers are in the championship.
Oh,
against
nice.
The Rattlers. Yeah. So we're trying to see if we can get some of the Tigers on the show Friday, and then Saturday is game time. So
if you guys do happen to win, will you guys receive championship rings?
I believe so. I don't know.
Nice.
Me personally, I don't think I would get one because me personally, I don't think I would deserve it considering I didn't play. And like I was like that. There's just a mindset in that.
Understand.
There's earned, and then there's you know what I mean.
You don't have to explain to me. I understand that point.
So, but if they did get it, I'm pretty sure because I've seen them before that they're going to get rings. Yeah. So I would hope they do. And then there's that opportunity after that to be able to vie for a national championship.
Oh, boy.
Oh, nice. But again, folks, that is the All-Pro Job, folks, the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Fridays at 7 p.m. on the Grenada Brothers Production YouTube channel. So JP, real quick, so how do you feel about this? So the Texas A&M head coach that just came off losing the College World Series to Tennessee.
Are you doing that? Are you doing that right now?
We're doing this because I have to ask Bebo himself.
You know the response to that already.
So for those that didn't catch it, folks. Okay, so Tennessee comes off winning their first national championship, first time ever for the Vols, and our congratulations to them.
Thank God.
But formerly of the Texas A&M Aggies, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but nonetheless, after he bashes the media during his press conference in the College World Series, he decides to leave the Aggies, and he will now be running the prestigious baseball program that is the Texas Longhorns. Now, as you know, our good friend and frequent guest of the show, Mr. Pruneda, bleeds Bevo burnt orange to his core. Indeed, hook 'em horns. Now, I know JP has something to say about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I give the bad guy and our good friend, Josh Pruneda.
That's what he does. He pokes the bear and then watches the fire burn.
Right. Yeah. Okay. He's ready for it.
We made a deal with the devil that I'm not comfortable with.
Uh-oh.
So
right to the point.
I'm not. You don't. Yeah. You fucking horns down, all this other shit this entire time, and now because you just know it in your heart, financially, and just we're better than you.
Oh, he went there.
Hockey this year, and you just thought, you know what? The grass is really greener on the other side.
Ooh.
If I was Texas, I would have been like, fuck you. Get your ass back over there at College Station. We don't need you. But, again, for some reason, decided to make a splash move and make a deal with the devil and start crossing streams. I'm not okay with this. This is almost now, if I had been somebody from Oklahoma, I would have burnt the whole fucking place down. But there's a little bit more tolerance for A&M. Not as much, but I'm not. I don't get it, first of all. But again, apparently there's a decision to do that. Now, if he wins a national championship, I'm going to have a very different tone. That's just the fact of the matter. You bring in some championships and stuff like that, then we can start talking. All right, you're fine.
It shifts a little bit.
You proved that you actually belonged here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because right now, I don't think. Now, if you come in and just run the program to the ground, you will be crucified, sir. And then after that, thrown off because we need the wood. All right, we're not having any of it. You have 2 years, sir. You have 2 years.
Ooh.
So
anything less than either in the College World Series final or the semifinal, actually making a run for it. You can't get swept. You get swept, you're gone. You get swept, you're gone. You get swept by a team like Oklahoma or A&M or anybody else like that, you're fucking gone. You do not get to wear the burnt orange because it's just disgraceful.
Yeah.
So you have 2 years. If he can make something happen in 2 years, we'll be having a different tone about it, and there may be at least a little bit more appreciation. But until then, I don't like bringing losers onto the program. I just don't. That's not good for the program. You're rewarding absolute failure.
Yeah.
And utter disgrace.
Yeah.
You just there's no point in bringing that on and bringing that bad juju onto the team. You don't need that, 100%. But
that's how I feel about my Giants having a Dodger as a general manager.
He was sent. He was like Russo.
Yeah.
He was sent here to destroy the program.
100%. What did he say in Step Brothers? They say we came here to fuck shit up.
Yep. That's what he was sent here for.
Exactly.
All right.
The enemy? What is wrong with
I
you?
feel all that passion you said about that because we have the enemy in San Francisco right now.
He wants to destroy and just make it an easier path for LA.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, but it just makes it even more lovely when the Dodgers choke in October like they normally do.
Well, they can choke on that Mickey Mouse trophy all they want to.
Yeah, they can. Just with the Lakers, absolutely. So, in other news, the city of Jacksonville are going to be breaking ground on a new stadium in Duval. So, it looks like Jacksonville staying as the stadium deal. The Jaguars and the city of Jacksonville have reached an agreement on a groundbreaking Stadium of the Future deal. The team announced on Tuesday the stadium deal is worth $1.4 billion.
You know what? Shade Khan can pay for that himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
coming out of his pocket.
Yeah, that's all his money. Look, that's not coming out of anything in
fucking
the
owner
world.
of Tottenham. What are we talking about here? Like,
Okay, so the deal will keep the Jags in Jacksonville for the next 30 years, according to Mark Long of the Associated Press. Now, the pact will see the city contributing $775 million, while the Jaguars will pitch in $625 million.
That's toilet paper money, man.
Hold on.
That's toilet paper. I don't even know why the city hasn't even paid because that man can take care of everything by himself. There's nothing that Jacksonville should have to put into with that money. But if whatever they negotiated, that's fine. But that Shade Khan can take care of that. That's toilet paper money.
Hold on.
Yes. That, as we say, is chump change.
He really finessed the city to pay the higher amount?
That's how the rich stay rich, brother.
We're not going to talk about how much of a robbery this is?
That's how the rich stay rich.
Wait a minute. We're not going to sit here and act like Jacksonville just didn't get a fucking fist thrown up their ass?
Hey.
Okay, but check this out. The proposal passed by a 14-1 vote, which calls for a 55-45 financial split, with each side contributing $625 million to $1.25 billion build. Jacksonville, which won't levy any new taxes to fund the rebuild, would chip in another $150 million in deferred maintenance to get Everbank Stadium ready for construction in 2026. The Jaguars would play in front of a reduced capacity, no upper deck in 2026, and then host games in Gainesville or Orlando the following year. So you possibly could have in 2026 the Gainesville or Orlando Jaguars before they return to Jacksonville.
There's no way they don't play at the Swamp.
Hey, I would love to know who organized this agreement right here and who constructed this, because that person is getting paid.
I mean,
Paid.
the city just paid for this.
Basically. They basically just paid to keep the Jaguars. That's all they did right there. And he's like, oh, yeah, we'll chip in. Like I said, that's toilet paper money. Wow.
And they just paid Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Sunshine Dick just paid. In other news, the Carolina Panthers are staying in Charlotte for the foreseeable future, as the Charlotte City Council on Monday voted to approve a joint $800 million stadium renovation for the Carolina Panthers that ties them to the city for the next 20 years.
$800 million
Renovation.
$800 million renovation.
Not even
Under
built.
the
It's renovation.
Yes, renovation to Bank of America Stadium.
Brother, don't break my heart. Don't break my heart more
This
than
is
it.
exactly what the city of Oakland should have did right here.
Well, with so much what's going on in the city of Oakland right now, I think it was best the Raiders got the hell up out of there. Hence the reason why the Warriors got up out of there. The city of Oakland and the council, whatever's going on over there, is going south. And I know we don't talk politics on this show, but when shit is like in the news, our platform is what it is. That mayor, I just feel for the city of Oakland. I just feel for whatever they're going through.
He doesn't want people to be happy.
Under the policy document, the city of Charlotte will pay $650 million towards the renovation of Bank of America Stadium in return for Panthers owner David Tepper keeping the team in Charlotte throughout 2045. Tepper will pay the remaining $150 million up front. Tepper has already invested.
Whoa.
Hold on. Tepper has already invested more than $117 million in stadium upgrades, and also agreed to another estimate $421 million in potential overages for capital improvements over the term of the deal. The city's investment will be funded by existing hospitality and tourism tax resources, which are required by the state to be spent on projects to support the city's tourism economy. The vote passed by a 7-3 margin.
Wait, so an $800 million bill, and Jacksonville is paying $650 of it.
No, not Jacksonville. Carolina.
This is Carolina.
Carolina. I'm sorry. I'm still have. Yeah. Wow. That's.
So they are finessing the fuck out of these cities.
So now peep this, folks. When the proposed partnership was announced 3 weeks ago, it was met with resistance from some residents who believe Tepper, the NFL's second wealthiest owner, with an estimate worth of $20.6 billion, according to Forbes magazine, should pay for all of the upgrades.
This is the reason why people like us are broke.
Yeah. No.
That's ridiculous.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That is fucking ridiculous.
You can't. Are you kidding me? You can't cough up $800 million and you're worth $20 billion?
And it's not gonna hurt you because you're gonna get it back.
Exactly.
Three times fold. That's gonna
And the city's gonna benefit from it.
exactly.
Because they get nothing but the profit.
Exactly.
You
And
save
not just
taxes.
so he's a billionaire hedge fund manager. Not only is he the owner of the Carolina Panthers, he's also
funds. You're staying funds.
He's also the owner of the Charlotte FC in Major League Soccer.
And they're not shabby. They're decent.
Tepper is the founder and president of Appaloosa Management, a global hedge fund based in Miami Beach, Florida.
You're never gonna not make money in a hedge fund. You're controlling somebody else's money. He's staying making money. They're always accumulating money.
Wow, they really finesse the city. And their team sucks.
Well, that's all.
Like, what are we really doing?
That's all sports teams. If you're going to be, it's. But for the figures that are being put out right now, that you're saying, Dub.
And these are for just renovations. Like, come on, dude.
Exactly.
Renovations.
Just get a fucking new stadium then. But I get it. Invest in the stadium you already have instead of trying to break ground on somewhere else. Just,
I mean,
and
do
then,
that. I mean, Lambeau did that forever, so or it has been doing that.
And that's
forever.
what Chicago is doing as well.
I'm not against.
And then just to add old salt to the wounds, he keeps a pair of brass testicles in a prominent spot on his desk, a present from former employees, and he rubs them for luck during the trading day to get a laugh out of colleagues.
Did Deadspin or The Onion have anything to do with this column?
Did you say testicles? I mean,
brass testicles.
There's no way this is real.
I mean, I understand
real.
a rabbit's
Who reported that?
A rabbit's foot, but we're talking brass testicles. Okay.
Who reported that?
You know what? I'm not too shocked because we just had the Viking on the show and shout out to the Viking for making his first appearance.
He missed brass testicles.
And yeah, he missed this segment right here because he would have had a whole lot to say if he was still here.
Yes, he would have. Yes, he would have.
Who wrote that article?
Hold on. I'm trying to find it here. Hold on.
I'm dead set on this because I don't think that's real. There's no way. And it was given to him by his employees. It wasn't even something that he bought. His employees just decided to give him a giant set of nuts. This is an article from the New Yorker. The New York
Magazine. Yes, New York Magazine.
It's when you hear that, it's like this.
It might as well be The Onion.
It's take it for how you want to take it.
That's Deadspin,
yeah.
Gossip, TMZ.
Well, I wouldn't say TMZ because TMZ is pretty much the dude's a lawyer, so I don't think he put a former lawyer, so I don't think he's gonna put too much out there that's far fetched.
TMZ in the old days, I guess.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
That's
$800 million though.
This is the type of shit that makes you hate rich people, but then you want to be rich.
But is it worth it?
You want to be rich?
As long as you can keep your soul,
okay.
As long as you can continue to stay a decent fucking human being, make all the money in the world. As long as you're good, as long as you're not greedy. Fucking, I mean, we heard what Scott, Mr. Viking was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Before we got to being able to invest in your fucking people.
Yeah.
That's what it needs to be.
Well, yeah, you got to invest in your craft and make sure your craft is worth investing in.
Seriously.
That part. All of that part. Real quickly before we
if I had the money, I'm investing in us. What we do is, it's something that people want to listen to. So this is something that's profitable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this.
Go get a studio. build the studio.
Hey, there's plenty of land that I've seen around the Sacramento area or even in the Folsom area that a studio can be built.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't build it in Sacramento because we all know how I feel about Sacramento.
Renting spaces is a hassle, man. You see these for lease signs on all these little buildings all the time.
But if you have the right amount of cash, you can make that.
How much is it a month? Roughly, that you would think to get one of those spaces.
Well,
I mean,
where we're talking? We're talking Sac. We're talking where I'm at.
I mean, it could be here in Folsom. It could
we're
be
talking.
anywhere.
If you're talking Folsom, it's close to a meal already off the top. This place is pretty expensive.
So it's like the monthly cost would be what? At least $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000 maybe.
Yeah. I would say yeah. I would say yeah.
Well, real quickly, recap what happened in Major League Baseball today. The Twins beat the Diamondbacks 8-3. The Angels beat the soon-to-be West Sacramento Athletics by a final score of 5-2. Seattle beats the Tampa Bay Rays. Sorry, Oos. 5-2. Pittsburgh beats the Reds 6-1. Phillies beat the Tigers 6-2. Phillies now have 53 wins, most wins in Major League Baseball.
The Phillies.
The Phillies have 53 wins. The Philadelphia Phillies are 53 and 27.
They've always been playing good baseball until it gets to the postseason.
Bryce Young's on that team, right?
Yes.
So what was it?
Bryce Harper. Sorry.
Yes. Bryce Harper's in Philly, and he is working his way to perhaps another MVP type season. As Brandon Marsh had for
only not do anything in the postseason.
Yeah, he's that kind of player.
Well, he is batting 305 on the year. 305, 20.
Get drafted straight out of high school at 17 years old. Huh? You just get given everything.
You've never been told no in your life?
Well, kind of shit that happens.
I know that word. I know what that word means. No. Okay, I understand.
Well, I mean,
the Giants are going to win the World Series, but really.
Well, he was.
Let's talk about this. The month of June ends.
Let's 2024.
Okay, so
they're going to make wild card, and they're going to get in the World Series. They're going to win it for Willie.
And guess what? My credit card is ready to buy everything championship. Trust me.
All right. Braves and Cardinals played a doubleheader. They split. Braves won game 1 6-2. Cardinals won game 2 by a final score of 4-1. The Astros are back at 500, and that means watch out, American League West, because you let them hang around. They're back to 500. Never count out the Jose Altuve's. They beat the Rockies by. Say that again.
They still using trash cans, or are they updated?
That's pretty. Okay. Now, see, here we go again. Now, stealing signs has been a part of baseball forever. Okay, again, they can bang on a trash can all they want to. I can know exactly where a pitcher is throwing the doggone baseball. I still have to put hand-eye coordination, and I still have to barrel the ball. They can know what pitcher.
These are professionals. These are guys, if they know what's coming, they can adjust to be able to hit it when it comes.
I agree. 1,000%. I agree. However, if they were hitting home runs on consecutive pitches every time a pitcher threw a pitch, okay, then you can have something. But, I mean, we're talking about Gaylor Perry, who made a Hall of Fame career out of putting spit on the ball and throwing spitballs. And spit coming off. Okay, we're talking about players in the 50s and 60s using greenies and amphetamines when even though it was legal, but
reason why rules were made, and they were the reason. But at the time they were doing it, it was legal. So technically, not cheating.
Well, like I said, we've had this conversation ad verbatim of why a certain somebody should have his plaque in Cooperstown. But that's a whole other show for a whole different day. But to continue on the scores, the Royals beat the Marlins by a final score of 5-1. Brewers in 10 beat the Rangers 6-5. The San Diego Fathers defeat the former Montreal Expos Nationals by a final score of 8-5. Baltimore beats the Guardians 4-2. The Red Sox and Blue Jays were suspended. That's still on the top of the second. Unfortunately, that damn team in LA shut out the White Sox 4-0. And here's a shocker, folks. The New York Metropolitans defeat the Yankees by a final score of 12-2. Let's go Mets.
You tell me that Aaron Judge home run was the only points that they got?
Yes.
It meant nothing. It all meant nothing.
Nothing.
So LGM, let's go Mets. And the Giants get their third straight win as they won the series against the Cubs. And they will try to go for the 4-game sweep tomorrow afternoon. So Stacy Birdsong, which sounds like a dang high school band, made his debut and didn't get the win, got a tough no decision, but at the end of the day, he was helped by home runs by Luis Matos, Michael Conforto, and David Villar, as it was enough as the bullpen got the job done, and Camilo Doval got his 14th save. Say it again.
I said he's fucking throwing grapefruits.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
Giants get the win by a final score of 4-3, and that is your MLB recap for this Hump Day Wednesday evening. Let's see here. Any other big important news to discuss before we call it a night? But again, I just want to say again that seeing you guys come together, like I said, really warms my heart. It was very good to see, and I'm very proud that you guys did get together. That's a very good feeling. All right, in today's edition of the Copa America, Ecuador beats Jamaica by a final score of 3-1.
Soccer was entertaining today.
And Mexico does it again. All they do is break hearts as they get shut out 1-0 to Venezuela.
I don't even care
And and tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Fox, we got Panama taking on the United States of America, and this is Group C stuff. We have Uruguay taking on Bolivia. That's at 6 p.m. USA you can catch on Fox, and Bolivia and Uruguay you can catch on Fox Sports 2. Hopefully there will be some British announcing, because British announcing is just life when it comes to soccer. In the Euro 2024. I
mean, I like listening to the British. I mean, even their boxing commentating is good.
Yeah.
Yes. In the Euro Cup in Group E play, we had Ukraine and Belgium 0-0 tie. Slovakia and Romania a 1-1 tie. Georgia beats Portugal 2-0. Turkey beats.
That was
Hold on.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's Portugal?
Exactly, and he was playing.
Yes.
That Portugal?
Yes. Got shut out 2-0. Yes.
Quote unquote best player in the world?
100%.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it lost to who?
Is it not Messi? Oh, say it again.
Isn't that a southeastern state?
Georgia.
No. Oh, that's the country.
Yeah. They lost to Georgia.
Don't they have like 100,000 people in that country?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Hey, what basketball players from Georgia, Doug? I think he played for the Warriors.
Zaza Pachulia.
Front office for the Warriors.
Look at that.
Yes.
Learn something new every day. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He did have the flag when
they
the Warriors clinched.
The second title was the second title that they won. He had the flag.
I can't even
Yes,
get to talk
yes.
shit to my wife because she's Portugal. I can't even get to talk shit because Mexico lost. And then the U.S. is going to get their ass whooped too. So it's like I can't really even say. I mean, technically, you lost to Georgia. I mean, that's way worse than who.
And Turkey beat Czechia 2-1. So tomorrow in the Euro Cup. Come on
You know what? I'm so accustomed to us doing like fucking late night shows that when you said tomorrow, I'm like, don't you mean today? And I'm like, oh shit, it's still Wednesday.
Yeah, we still got 57 minutes.
Still time.
So JP, you're saying that Panama's gonna say Panama's gonna beat the US? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, probably like 2 or 3-0.
Panama is 0-0-1. They tied, and the United States is 1-0. But
do you know that the United States, when it comes to certain situations, when it comes to soccer, they do not show the fuck up.
Agreed.
This is not anything new.
This is not nothing new. That when it comes to the U.S. and soccer,
yeah. Who did Panama play to be 0-1? Who did they play in their first game?
Who did they tie? Hold on, let me go back to.
Well, they tied. Okay, so who did they tie?
Yeah,
That's as good as a win in soccer. Apparently.
Exactly.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on.
Somebody good that I'm going to be like, okay, that didn't even.
Right.
And then who did the U.S.
Panama. Okay. United States beat Bolivia 2-0. Number one.
Okay. Bolivia's good.
Uruguay beat Panama 3-1.
Oh well, it's Uruguay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing comparisons. Bolivia to Uruguay. Yeah. Okay. I think I know who we're going for here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not even close.
Oh, here we go. You think so, Mr. Hurley? Well, I mean, since he's gonna mention that, let's just go down the list of draftees that happened.
So now we're switching up to the NBA draft. I love it. Let's go.
All right. So, round 2 has not started yet. Okay. So, a couple of Frenchies went first. The Hawks took Zachary Korsheiser. Zach. That's how you pronounce it. Say it again for me.
Korsheiser. What? Necht.
I mean, I don't know how anybody can say it besides that if they can't come up with their voice. I don't know.
Sizer. Well, Zachary went number 1 to the Hawks. 6'9", 185 out of France. Alex Starr, also from France, went to the Washington Wizards. 7 foot from Vive la France. Reed Shepard from Kentucky went to the Atlanta Hawks.
Best pick was Zach Edey going to Memphis, if you ask me.
Stephen Castle from winning his national championship goes to the San Antonio Fundamentals to go team up with Wemby. Ron Holland, the third from the G League Ignite, goes to the Detroit Pistons. 6'7" guard.
You can take short, I guess.
T-Jane Saloon goes to the Hornets at number 6. Donovan Clingan, another UConn Husky, goes to the Portland Trailblazers. Rob Dillingham, point guard from Kentucky, is a San Antonio fundamental. And, of course, at number 9, Zach Edey, coming off the national championship game for Purdue, goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. Cody Williams, shooting guard, going to the Utah Jazz. Matthias Buzelis from the G League Ignite going to the Bulls. 6'9" guard. 6'9" guards, trying to be like Magic Johnson. Nikola Topic from Serbia goes to the Thunder. Devin Carter, point guard from Providence, goes to the Sacramento Kings. Bud Carrington, Devin Carter from Providence going to the Sacramento Kings. Bub B.U.B. Carrington from Pittsburgh going to the Portland Trailblazers. At 15, Kel'el Ware from Indiana going to the Miami Heat. Center at 6'11". Kel'el Ware.
That's Superman. That should be his nickname. Kal-El.
Well, it is K-E-L apostrophe E-L. Kel'el.
Pronounced Kal-El. That's Superman.
Yeah. Yes. Of course, even though he doesn't like even though Mizzle did not like the college he go to, Jared McCain is a Philadelphia 76er, 6'2" guard.
Play basketball. As much as I despise Duke, but that's
6'2".
Yeah.
6'2", yeah. And of course, as Mr. Hurley just mentioned, from the Tennessee Volunteers, Dalton Knecht going to that damn team in purple and gold in Los Angeles. 6'6", small forward from
that might be
Tennessee.
A quietly good pickup for the Lakers.
6'2".
Tristan. No. Knecht is 6'6". Jared McCain is 6'2", yes. Tristan D. Silva from Colorado going to the Orlando Magic. Jacoby Walter from Baylor going to the Toronto Raptors. And Jason Taylor from the California Golden Bears, 6'6", drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
From Berkeley to
Yves
Right.
Missy from Baylor going to the New Orleans Pelicans. Deron Holmes, the second power forward from Dayton, going to the Phoenix Suns. A.J. Johnson from USA, 6'4" guard, going to the Milwaukee Bucks. Keyshawn George, shooting guard from the U, going to the New York Knickerbockers, or as I like to say, the Villanova Knicks. Then they came back down and got Pacome the Diet, D-A, or the Diet, spelled D-A-D-I-E-T, from France, shooting guard. Dylan Jones from, thank you, Dalid. Dylan Jones from Weber State going to the Wizards. Terrence Shannon Jr., shooting guard from Illinois, going to the Timberwolves. Ryan Dunn from Virginia joining the Denver Nuggets. Isaiah Collier, point guard from USC, going to Utah. And the Boston drafting 6'6" guard Baylor Shireman from Creighton. And that is your first round of the NBA draft for the 2024 draft.
Hey, don't ever ghost me like that because your audio went from. Yeah.
No, that was my AirPod just died and I had to take it out. That's what happened.
You still on it?
That's crazy.
6'2" it doesn't normally survive.
How tall people are in the NBA?
Like 6'8" and above. Average. I think the average has got to be at least about 6'8".
Fucking 2.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. He better be able to shoot.
Well, Steph Curry ain't.
I mean, Steph Curry's 6'3", but still, like, he can shoot.
And he can get loud low though. Steph Curry.
Kind of.
Yeah,
he can get low.
He is Wardell for a reason.
Wardell put on a little bit of weight.
6'3", what, 210? Maybe 190 actually. 210 might be pushing it. I'm gonna put on weight. He's still 6'3", 190 or 180 going up against 6'8", 7 foot.
6'2" is gonna be
200 foot.
6'2" is really gonna be difficult in the NBA.
Wardell is JP almost said it. He is 6'2", $185.
Yeah, he better be able to shoot.
Definitely gotta be able to shoot.
Well, two-time scoring champion, steals champion, 4-time NBA champion, All-Star Game MVP, Western Conference Final MVP, Finals MVP, 10 all-time NBA, and member of the 75th anniversary team, a career scoring average of 24.8 points per game. So there you have it. A career 47% shooter from the floor, 42% career from three-point range, and oh, by the way, 91% for free throws. The best free throw shooter of all time. So there you have it. one Wardell Stephen Curry II.
He better be that.
I don't think we're ever going to see what Wardell does. We're never going to. It's going to be years.
So then again, I ask, 6'2"?
6'2". And oh, by the way, the Minnesota Lynx defeated the Minnesota Lynx defeated the New York Liberty 94-89 to take the Commissioner's Cup, whatever that means, in the WNBA.
That's the equivalent to the in-season tournament. Trophy
That team down there in LA hosted like they won the whole fucking thing.
And put up a banner.
Essentially.
So tomorrow in the WNBA, we got the Lynx taking on the Wings. We got the Suns taking on the Mystic. Aces on the road taking on the Sky. You can catch that on Prime Video. And also on Prime Video, the Fever taking on the Storm. So Caitlin Clark heads to the Pacific Northwest for the first time, as Indiana is now 7-11 on the season for anybody that wants to give a damn.
They already have 2 more wins than they had last year. Improvement. That's what we're looking for.
Well, they're not that far behind from the last playoff spot in the East.
Let's get double-digit wins. Let's go for that. That's the next goal.
That is the definite next goal for sure.
Keep playing against Angel Reese every week. We'll get to that goal. Do it.
All right. Well, nonetheless, folks, we want to thank everybody for chiming in on the comments here on the Mizzle and Dub Show. And also, special thanks to the Viking, Scott McCorkle, for finally getting on the show and being the Viking. And also, special thanks.
Hey, I just want to say thank his job.
Yes.
We're going to give a shout out to his job for getting it.
Which is him.
100%.
Yes.
Dude's
There you have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The sole example of that, no matter what happens in your life, you can still do something.
100%.
Well, I tried. That's what I've been trying to tell him. But nonetheless, thank you to everybody for chiming in. Of course, special thanks to our very good friend and fellow tag team partner, as Mel would say from Flash Media, about to rob everybody legally. Of course, our good friend Josh Pruneda of the All Pro Jaffos. Of course, catch the Pruneda Brothers Production YouTube channel, where you can catch him and his brother on the PvP podcast, and of course the All Pro Jaffos, the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. New episode coming up on this upcoming Friday. So please support, watch, share, like, but more importantly, subscribe to the Pruneda Brothers Production YouTube channel and the All Pro Jaffos. And also, shout out to the Super Dope Maker. And also, now, obviously, we did the show tonight, but coming up soon, we will have our 4th anniversary show, as 4 years ago tomorrow, Mizzle had...
Does 4 years mean 4 hours?
Yes.
Well, depends on the time that we do the 4 year, because if it's the late night edition, then it won't be 4 hours. I can promise you that. Yeah. I think it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow is our 4 year anniversary. Yes.
It will not be a 4 hour show because I work tomorrow, so it will be like we'll try to do it before midnight strikes.
Or we can just come back. Because we do want to have guests on to help us celebrate this accomplishment.
Hell yes.
Because like I said, without the 137 subscribers that we have, we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So you guys are the reason why that we're here doing the show. Of course, with the inspiration and motivation that is Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbonov. Part of the interruption is the main reason why this show came together. But like I said, I give Mizzle full credit because, like I said, it was him that was like, okay, Dub, we're doing it. It's time.
He always does this, but what you don't understand is that we always talk about doing this.
Yeah, but he's trying to give you, credit where, certain credit and stuff like that.
But you were the one that said we're gonna do it and do it now. Now.
You know what? If we're gonna give the credit, then the credit's gonna go to the one that's upstairs, which is my wife. Because if it wasn't for her to tell me to go buy this fucking laptop, we would not have this. Because I was sitting here doing like, I want to go do it. I want to go do it. I want to go do it. She was like, I'm taking your ass to Best Buy right now, and you're gonna go buy it. So we're gonna give.
Sometimes you just need a kick in the ass.
Exactly. But give me a second, real quick. I'll be right back. But talk to JP for a second.
Well, SG, we're actually about to go off the air because some of us do have 9-to-5 jobs and we do got to get some rest. But we will have you. But we will have you come back on the show again to talk sports. But final thoughts, Mr. Pernita, as we have to say so long for now. But this was definitely a good thing that's happened. Like I said, I'm glad that you and the Viking were able. Like I said, I was glad the three of y'all were able to link up. Like I said, this really, really warms my heart because I know how much Mizzle would love for me to be back home, but for this to happen, this makes me feel like a proud dad. It really does.
Well, I'll say this: my proud moment was meeting the Viking in Vegas. But the moment you sent me that text, like the Viking is on assignment to be in Sacramento, I didn't even go through you. I have his number. I sent him a text. Hey, the moment you get to Sacramento, you let me know when you're free. This was going to happen regardless. And so when
it's actually perfect timing.
Right.
It's actually perfect timing for it to happen.
You know, so I just appreciate that yeah, like you said, we had this moment right here. This was great. We couldn't talk about what was happening before we came on camera, which was true.
Now, unfortunately, the only bummer about this was now Country K had said this many moons ago that he wanted to be on when the Viking came on, and I sent him a link, but unfortunately he had some issues with the truck, and that's why K did not come on. So that was who knows what happened, but I know K wanted to be on this. K wanted to be on this show so badly because he loves Scotty just like we do. So,
but you know what? There's going to be more opportunities for it.
I would say this is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely the last time. But what I love is that for the first time on the Mizzle and Dub Show, JP is not on his platform. He's right. This is the live thing.
Yes.
Now the only thing that we got to get together is, Baldy, you got to get somewhere out here so we can all be live and do one show together on one.
Well, once I do my final broadcast for A7, trust me, there will be a dubcation coming because I need to get out of town and I need to recharge the batteries.
I'm gonna tell you now, though, I understand this, but they would be fools not to keep you around. They would be fools to not keep you as the voice of A7 about that.
Wait, when you say you're last, are you saying the last as in for the season?
For the season,
yes.
Oh, I was going to say, like, okay.
Ooh, I'm like, wait a minute.
Unless y'all know.
You made it sound like.
Yeah, I will say, wait a minute. I just became, I said, Derek's my boss now. So, you know.
No. Let me phrase it. Once my last broadcast for the season ends until Fall Brawl starts, I need a dubcation.
You know, right now how we are. Everything has to be technical. So how just me and JP took how you said that, even though I don't know my right brain that I thought that, but just how you presented that, it was almost like, what the fuck are you saying? Like you're the. Mm-hmm. You're Nevada.
I was like, they need that.
You're Nevada.
No. Like, the only way I will leave my post if CBS, Fox, or NBC be like, Mr. Alvarez, we would like your talents, and then I'm like, well, I'm bringing some people with me, so I'm not coming alone.
You gotta find a way to get CBS to bring on the A7.
Well, again. Hey, I'm okay with having games being aired on CBS Sports Network. That's fine too. Or heck, even the CW network can come and broadcast our games. I'm just saying, like,
hey, this organization is about the
let's go PBS while we're at it.
Right? I mean, besides that little hiccup,
the public broadcasting system proudly presents the American Sevens football.
You know what I'm saying? But besides that little hiccup that we had in the East Coast, this thing right here is going to blossom. It's something.
Little spots to clean up, but
that's the thing you try to put out there. You got to comb it out a little bit.
You got to make mistakes to understand what
exactly. And if you can accept those mistakes in transition, this A7FL is going to be something that's. And for me, that did not know that it was around for 10 years, just to get into it now, and I'm fully invested. Like to be something that's like the Vikings said. I got to see it live and hear it. It's different to sit here and watch it on the TV.
It's much faster in person.
First off, let me apologize. Big Kenny Mac, I just now saw your comment. You meant to say what's up to Scotty. I didn't see it. My bad. I apologize. But Scotty, if you're still watching, Big Kenny Mac says what's up. And shout out to the big Nebraska Cornhusker for chiming in and saying hello. One of the best.
The one that threw that player halfway across the field?
He's a Nebraska Cornhusker. Yes, he is.
Ooh, and I saw that shit live. That player went sick.
To answer your question before we really gotta say so long, some might say that might be a steal for that team, but good for them. They need something. And that's all I got to say about that.
We will not
anyhow, folks.
Me of the Los Angeles Lakers on this show. That's about the only credit they will get right there.
Anyhow, folks, I'd like to say thank you to everybody. As Weez appreciates all of y'all for chiming in on this show. And well, I mean, like I said, we do the show without y'all. Now, we don't know what date we're going to do it, but we will give you an anniversary show to celebrate our 4 years of doing this because, like I said, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. So we appreciate all you guys. SG, no, we need to end the show because we've got jobs in the morning and we're tired. We appreciate you loving the show. We do. We will have you back on, but we've got to go take some naps because no need for a tuxedo. No need for all that. But nonetheless, thank you to everybody for chiming in as the super dope beat maker will take us out as only.
And he cooked up something for us for that 4 year that we're going to run this intro that he produced for us the whole year for the 4 year. So this will be the premier 4 year intro. And it's, selected people got to hear it earlier. So be prepared for that. But shout out to, like Dub will say, his nephew, my son, for doing all that he does.
Super dope beat maker. But nonetheless, hopefully it's the right one. But nonetheless, thank you to everybody watching episode number 219 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. For the Vikings, again, we appreciate it coming on. For our good friend of the off-road, John, that guy. For Mizzle, I'm Dub. Thank you for watching. And as always, it's 12 o'clock from Denver, and you've been watching the Mizzle and Dub Show, and that deserves a